I was skeptical in the beginning, and then in a very short period of time, I would say very short period of time, the connection between all of us has flowed. And anyway, I didn't trust him. I don't know what changed. I don't really know how it changed.
Right.
But it did. The very short period of time of hearing Sid's voice, not so much about his background, which is impressive, don't get me wrong, it is, but I'm not easily impressed. So I needed more. And I think the substance of that connection and trust came from hearing his voice and his words, which were just like pearls of wisdom. And I knew he was sincere, and it just took a minute. And the consistency of his message, which is important.
Right.
To build that trust and that bond in a very short period of time, as we continue to say, a very short period of time. But it shifted.
Would love to dive a little bit deeper down that path for you. And, what was it that you were kind of calling on Sid for in terms of a shift for you in your life?
Where do I start? About 7 months of excruciating physical pain in my abdomen, pelvis area. Wasn't quite sure what was going on. A sharp tear. I felt it, and it's so interesting that it was right around the time that I met Sid for the first time, which I had heard about Sid. So, so a few months later, but I had this tear in my abdomen, and it was just so real. I knew something was not right. And sought out the help of doctors, medical doctors. Oh, go to this doctor, go to this surgeon, do this, do that. And I did, pursue all these things, and to no avail until 7 months later, I'm told, oh, you have a 7-centimeter cyst on your left ovary. I'm like, what? Oh, and by the way, this is from the test you had several months ago. Painful. And so anyway, I followed, all the directions, and I was told I had to have that cyst removed, that it could be dangerous. And so, the fear can creep in, and I'd like to say, I'm just so strong that fear did, but it did creep in. I need a healing. And I spoke to Sid briefly, and he said, set your intention. Be sure your intention is set. I'm seeking clarity on my purpose and asking life for more. I knew I was going to live. I knew I'm just not done yet, but I needed clarity and purpose. So Sid provided more of the desire for more clarity. I do have a purpose.
Absolutely.
I just knew it. When I walked out the door for my session, I was so sure that I was good. And I was good. And it was miraculous. There's a bond that transcends the blood. I knew he had me. It's that feeling of trust first and foremost, loyalty, and just a bond. And anyway, I was listening to something, and it came to me, and it's like, it's not having the biological bond as a brother, but getting to choose. Trust is probably the biggest factor. It's like a mutual respect.